Hello, I'm glad you're here. It's Peg, and today on the live stream on Art Joy Sharing, which is my sister channel where we do a live stream each Thursday, 10:30 Central Standard Time, we were playing with our gel plates, and what I was doing was making some different mixes. I was asked why I was doing what I was doing because what I did was I took different media like fluid matte medium or varnish and was colorizing it using some acrylics. So I have here's some varnish with some cobalt turquoise. Here's some with some yellow. Here's some with some magenta. So I was making these varnishes and matte fluid mixtures because what I wanted was something translucent to apply to a print that I was making using a water-soluble medium, because if I use this in collage or in my journal or anything later, I need to have it sealed down. I also want the layers to be translucent so that when I work the layers, you can see what's behind. So as I layer these things, you're going to be able to see. Here's a very good example. I started this off on some, what do they call this? It's a specialty paper, which is, whoops, it's a vintage faux parchment. Okay, I started off on this vintage faux parchment, and I wanted to make a print with watercolor. So I put down paint and watercolor in that, and then I come back with another coat on my gel plate with the varnish to seal everything in. And I get this very, rusty, crusty, antique-y looking finish. Now, if you don't want the shine, don't use varnish, use the matte finish. So it depends on whether you like the shine or you like the matte. If I use a matte finish on here, which I'll show you what that looks like. Let me shake this up. This has just a little bit of yellow tinge to it. And if I take, this brush is dirty, but that's okay. If I take this and put that yellow over the top, and I could do this with a stencil. The main thing is it's translucent. So if I take a stencil now and I rub some of that back, you're going to get a different effect. There'd just be a little slight difference in the surface. Or I can just take my towel and spread that around all over the surface, and it's given it a little bit brighter look because it's got the yellow in it. If I wanted to tone that down, I can come in then with a, let's see, this one is a burnt umber. If I wanted to tone that down, I can add a little burnt umber. And what I've done essentially is to make my own glazes. And I'm layering my color then. So today I was working with some watercolors. These are Prima watercolors. I love this palette. It is called Woodland, and it has these very earthy tone colors. And so I'm putting it down on the gel plate. You can see how it beads up. So I'm adding some dish soap so that it will spread out. I'm going to use a stencil and pull prints from my gel plate, and I get this lovely watery background in those muted colors. I love the muted colors, the soft earthy tones, not so bright and garish, but something that's going to work very well for a background. So now I'm using some of that glaze that I created just to put a coat over the top of the print. And you can see that you can still see the print through the glaze because it is translucent. So I'm going to continue working in this way, and I hope you enjoy seeing how this works.